Hello and welcome to Total War News. I'm Cody Bonds. Today's stories are taken from the Total War 25th Anniversary Showcase, which saw the announcement of the End Times DLC, a new game in the form of Total War Medieval 3, a first look at the new War Core game engine, and a tease for something else to be revealed during the Game Awards. You can find links to the original press releases that we'll be reporting on here in the description of the video, and additional commentary videos on the news on this channel. The original showcase was nearly an hour and a half long, but we'll be boiling it down to its best news bits here. To mark the 10-year anniversary of Total War Warhammer, the Creative Assembly has decided to end it. Well, end times it. And here's the trailer for that reveal for those who have not yet seen it.
Does not serve. Citra rules. So be it. I am death incarnate. This world will kneel.
The Lords of the End Times DLC will release in summer of 2026 for the Immortal Empires campaign, bringing with it 4 new legendary lords from different races, alongside a host of new units, lore-inspired objectives, and sandbox campaigns. The DLC itself will not require Warhammer 1, 2, or 3 to play, and you can simply purchase one of the 4 new legendary lords and be ready to conquer the apocalypse. This increased accessibility also came with changes to the Immortal Empires on December 4th, where anyone with Warhammer 1 or 2 likely given a copy of Warhammer 3 with the Immortal Empires and their currently unlocked lords available to them. Leading the DLC will be none other than the big bone daddy himself, Nagash, the Great Necromancer, who wants only to drown the world in undeath. He'll be joined by a raft of new characters, including the Blood Dragon legendary hero, Wallach Harkon, alongside Tomb Heralds, the Morghast Archai, and the Kimric Titan monstrous unit. Per the official press release, these new legendary lords will arrive alongside the free End Times update, a transformative new addition to the Immortal Empires inspired by pivotal chapters from the lore. You should expect a revamped campaign experience with cataclysmic events, apocalyptic scenarios, and the all-new campaign customization options. And to crown this update, a new legendary lord will rise, ready to leave their mark on the cataclysm to come. There's more to come, and they will share additional details as development moves forward into the next year, but they did give at least a glimpse of the legendary Lord Neferata as well, the manipulative lady vampire lord of the Lamians. She was previously teased as a possible standalone DLC pack with just her by the Creative Assembly during the summer, and the unconfirmed news at this point is she will arrive before the End Times in that capacity. but it is equally possible she has been moved into the End Times DLC, so stay tuned to this channel for that news as it develops. The larger announcement for historical fans is that nearly 20 years after Medieval 2, Medieval 3 Total War has been announced.
We rule by divine right, and yet our realm is far from holy.
The armies we command paint red the map.
Why fight when hearts and minds are easily swayed?
The realm is ours, only when our enemies lie dead.
Patience and time will beget our gain.
We are stability,
Dignity.
And authority.
We bear the weight of pain.
end of defeat.
Greatness shall ever define us.
And we shall never
Be forgotten. So,
How will you
Shape
Your realm,
How will
will
you
make history.
make
history.
make history.
Longtime viewers of this channel will notice a familiar face during the Q&A session after the trailer. While Total War Medieval 3 was announced, it has been described as in pre-production, meaning they are still years from release. The company is framing it as a return to one of the most cherished chapters in Total War's history, creating a true successor to its historical game franchise. To quote the press release, this next chapter will be both a tribute to its predecessors and a bold revolution for what historical Total War can be. The team's vision is clear: to create the ultimate medieval strategy sandbox, featuring their signature blend of grand strategy and tactical real-time battles. A game that lets you shape your realms, rewrite history, and immerse yourself in the drama and intrigue of the Middle Ages like never before. Many of you may be wondering why the game has been announced so early, and the stated reason is they want to bring you along for this development journey with a more open view of the development process, where at certain points throughout the year, they'll share behind-the-scenes insights and give you a closer look at how the game is taking shape so you can see it evolve with them and also, in some cases, influence its direction. The current plan is to release a blog post roughly every quarter, and one of the first bits of concrete news we have about the game is that it will not feature a Blood Pack DLC, as they, quote, want to immerse you in an authentic recreation of the Middle Ages, and blood plays a key role in making the period feel appropriately authentic. Because again, Medieval 3 isn't being framed as just a sequel, but a rebirth of historical Total War. This new game will undoubtedly leverage the new Warcore game engine, which is being developed internally. From the press release, when they looked at the lineup of future Total War titles, it was clear that their existing technology needed a level up, and Warcore is the result. It's the most advanced game engine foundation in the franchise's history, empowering their developers with powerful tools to make gameplay more immersive, dynamic, and responsive than ever before. But it's important to highlight this isn't a one-time upgrade. Their talented team have designed it with a long-term vision, so whilst it will be in its infancy at the outset, the intent is for it to evolve over time and unlock groundbreaking new capabilities that ensure Total War stays at the cutting edge of strategy games for years to come. And for the first time in franchise history, the Warcore game engine opens the door for future Total War titles to launch on PlayStation and Xbox, bringing the scale, depth, and tactical mastery of Total War games to a new generation of console commanders. They understand that many of you will have concerns about console development, but they want to assure that PC remains at the very core of their design ethos, as it has done for the past 25 years. They promise they've been working with experienced Total War players to ensure that they will continue to develop the same immersive, authentic, and tactically rich experiences you've come to expect from the franchise. And they do want to note that the destruction you're seeing on screen here was created in context for specifically illustrative purposes and is not drawn from any specific property or game in development. The final part of the showcase was, in fact, fact, a teaser for an upcoming trailer. Behind the scenes, one of their teams is working on something they feel is truly special, a project long in the making that will mark a revolutionary new chapter for the Total War franchise. But they didn't unveil it in the showcase. Instead, it will appear during the Game Awards on December 11th and 12th, where they hope to show you an incredible trailer as well as a first glimpse of gameplay from the game. Once the project has been officially unveiled, you will then hear from members of the development team on December 16th as they share some insight into the vision and what's to come for that mystery game. That's it. An hour-and-a-half long showcase boiled down to roughly 10 minutes, because while there is definitely some interesting news in there, large portions were people talking about hopes, dreams, and aspirations that aren't necessarily concrete news, but I would highly encourage you to watch, as it was incredibly interesting for longtime lovers of the Total War franchise. Total War seems to be setting itself for major launches and news in the future, and I for one can't wait to cover it in the new year. Because as usual, here at Total War News, we don't make the news, we just cover it. Except when I'm in the news, which is a weird exception I thought I would never have to build into a tagline. I'm Cody Bonds, and this has been your Total War News. Thanks for watching.